ask about the sound. Your lyrics are a whole story, but they don't sound like they're written at the same time as the music.
No.
Are they?
Totally.
What comes first?
It's chicken and egg, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's chicken and egg scenario. What you've got to look at is that Johnny, James, Martin. Martin's the drummer, James is the guitarist, Johnny's the bass player, and I'm the singer, Dominic. We don't tend to write together ever. We don't like writing together. We choose for the best part to spend time apart from each other when it comes to writing, and then you catch us on a day like today when we're in a studio and we bring everything together. So what will happen is that I will have gone away and written about, I don't know, for this album, for the second one that we're working on at the moment, I wrote 19 tracks. For the second album I wrote 22 B-sides. What I do with that is then come in and then I say to Jimmy, okay Jimmy, play us some guitar riffs. So I'll listen to his guitar riffs and see if any of those songs will go nicely over the guitar riff. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Then I listen to the bass riff and I think about that and then I try and position my lyrics on top of the bass riff.
Yeah.
And then Martin brings it all together as the drummer, giving us the sense of rhythm. And that's how we write a song. It's very strange.
I hear that you don't have any specific musical influences. Your lifestyle is your influence, but I just wondered if there are any literary influences or films or anything like that.
I say that, right, I'll try and explain to the audience how it's done. So musical influences is nothing to do with me, okay? I just write the lyrics. So Johnny, the bass player, he listens to Alabama 3, he listens to Sisters of Mercy, okay? And then you've got Jimmy, who's a guitarist, and he listens to the Buzzcocks and the Sex Pistols. And you've got Martin, the drummer, who listens to the Charlatans and listens to Stone Roses. So their music is radically different to mine. What I listen to is Pavement and I listen to Sonic Youth. They're my favourite bands, okay? But my musical influences have no influence on the music because I'm not a musician, I'm just a lyricist. When it comes to writing the lyrics, you said, was there any literary or was there any films? Well, generally, only the last couple of years I've got into watching films. All my life I listened to music, but now that I play it constantly, I've now started getting into films, but I wouldn't say the films influence my lyrics as I watch westerns. So I like a good Charles Bronson movie. And with regards to literary, I read J.T. Leroy, and I read George Orwell, but I wouldn't say it has much influence in my lyrics. I'd say my whole lyrical quality is about just basically all the shit that's happened in my life. I don't know if I can say shit or not, but
you can say shit.
you know, I've certainly had an unusual upbringing. My mother was certainly a bit different from most mothers. I came from a very liberal family. And I grew up just sort of, just me and my mum, and lots of lodgers, and lots of other things going on in my life. And then it's really struggled growing up. And then when we came to London, it was certainly a struggle to get us signed, and a struggle to get through university, and get through everything on my own with no backing of anyone but myself. And along that way, I've tended to document all of my experiences in my lyrics. So you've got songs like William, about my best friend. You've got songs like How I Nearly Lost You, about how I nearly lost my own life. You've got songs like This Is For The Poor, which is a class divisive song. You've got songs like Lackey, which deal about wanting to quit your job and follow your dreams. So it tends to be very autobiographical.
So, are you still best friends with William?
Yeah, too right. William's great, but I don't see him. I haven't seen William for, it's going on about 2 months now, but it's because of the level of work that we do. I just hardly see him. I think he came down to a studio came down to, we used the Duran Duran studio in Brixton, and we played a few times down there trying to get work on some music with William King